Welcome to Full Throttle, where we sit down with the women shaping business, industries, and culture to talk about what really drives them. Yuliya, ready to go full throttle?
Yes, I'm ready. That's a great intro.
Thank you. Right, before we get into it, we're going to warm each other up with some super quick questions. Coffee or matcha?
Oh my God, matcha. Oh, I don't know. Coffee. Coffee every day, matcha special occasion, I feel.
Yeah, I like that. Signature scent?
By Yuliya Twin Flame.
I'm wearing it right now. Go-to snack?
Ooh, go-to snack. Yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Any flavour?
Just literally like as plain as it gets.
Love.
Or boiled egg, sorry, I should say.
They're so random, but I fuck you.
So random.
Dinner with anyone, alive or dead, who's at the table?
Ooh, okay, I have to say my girl crush at the moment is Emma Grede.
I love her.
Like, I cannot tell you, she's my muse. I'm like, she is everything. So
I'm
Emma
obsessed
Grede.
with her. Like, I had no idea about her involvement in all of the companies.
It's
like
incredible.
Skims, who knew?
I know.
Moving into the blueprint. So
Yes.
let's talk about your brand building and your business strategy. So you invested what was meant to be your house deposit to
Yes.
launch the brand.
I know. I feel like that makes me feel sick now that I think about it.
What pressure came with that, would you say?
Well, I am really lucky. I think my family and like my kind of community, they never really questioned it. So I was really lucky in that sense. But I guess now when you're really deep into it, like I look at my P&L and I'm like, oh my God, I've spent this much in the business and I've invested this much. And that's when you get like really kind of triggered. But day to day, I think, yeah, it's just been like such a roller coaster. I think I'm a year in now, so it's a really good time to chat because it's I've done 12 months of it, and they say the first 2 years is tricky.
I'd honestly say beyond the first 2 years, it's just different challenges, you know. Okay, time for your hot take. So let's talk about fragrance identity and what luxury means now. Luxury fragrance has long been about exclusivity. You talk about accessible luxury. What does it actually mean?
So I feel, and I started the brand because I love a good little splurge. Like I love my Celine Sunnies, and I'll always, have that one little, I say like once a year I'll buy like a piece. So that's me. That's just me. That's who I am. And I know some people say it's ridiculous, but it is who I am. So I grew up with kind of having aspirational kind of always having like a little wish list on my notes or kind of chatting to girlfriends about like, oh, what are we eyeing like at the moment? And I feel like there's a market for niche luxury fragrances. Yeah. So I haven't worn probably until I was in Europe 2 months ago, I haven't worn a high-end designer fragrance. I've just been wearing By Yuliya because that's what I've been developing. So for me, luxury has its place, and I have always said I am not trying to be a luxury fragrance, but I am accessible luxury, and that's who we are. So I don't want to take away from your scent wardrobe. I don't want to take away from your favorite Louis Vuitton fragrance, but some people can't actually wear that every day.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
That's why we're here.
Do you think consumers are shifting away from gate-kept luxury and moving towards brands that do have more transparency and soul, like By Yuliya?
Yes, I think, like, absolutely. I think mass fragrance is where we sit. We are not your body mist that's in plastic. We are not your high-end designer fragrance. We are accessible luxury fragrances. We have been really deep in kind of solidifying where we sit, because fragrance is such a price-sensitive market.
Yeah.
And when you define a business as accessible luxury, well, what does that mean, and where do you sit with accessibility? Price is so subjective. Like, we had a Meta campaign going and we just got obliterated by people saying, this is not accessible and this is not affordable. Well, that's fine. Like, you're welcome to go and buy your MCO Beauty body mist.
Exactly.
There's a place for that in the market.
Yeah.
There's a place for your really high-end Pradas and, your YSLs and your all of that. So I'm rambling.
No, not at all. And you can have it all, right? Like, you can have your MCO spritz in your car.
I think where the business will get to is it's where I want to dabble into personal care and body care a bit as well.
Natural next step.
Yes.
Good.
Hopefully.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Love it. Okay, bit of an intense question.
Yeah.
Do you think people underestimate the actual effect scent has on first impressions?
Oh my God. I have to say, for me, when I was like, late teens, when you meet a boy and he smells good,
Yeah.
like that is everything.
No,
Like,
that's still
a
today. As
yummy
if
smelling male, like you can't. So yeah, I think like fragrance, like first, so basically when we started conceptualizing the brand, I said fragrance is your veil of armor. You put it on before you go into it. I was spraying so thoughtfully this morning because I was like, what am I gonna wear that's gonna make me feel good? It's gonna make me feel confident and leave a good first impression. So yeah, I think it's everything. And like, when you're spraying your coconut caramel body mist, it makes you feel one way, but then when you're spraying your really high-end fragrance, it feels it makes you feel another way.
For sure.
So we're in the middle.
True. Yes.
Yeah. So I think Twin Flame, which is the one I'm wearing today, it's a bit of a sexier.
Yeah.
And I feel like that every day. So I wear that every day.
Yes.
And then 24/7, I say is like your clean girl Pilates, like matcha-esque, which is me at 6 a.m. in the morning. But I'm sorry, when I'm going to work and I'm like, wanting to take on the day, I want to feel really hot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, matcha on some days, coffee on the other.
Yes.
Is what I've learned about you. Okay, let's dig into the sensory details behind what we actually smell. So take me through the concept to bottle. What's the actual alchemy behind a finished fragrance?
Concept to bottle. So
start from the concept. So how do you think about what you actually want the scent to smell like?
So when I started working with, so I've had to basically source a perfumer. Like I'm not a perfumer and I do not want to be a perfumer. Science was my least favorite subject at school. Like I started actually doing a psychology degree and like literally sat in my first tutorial and was like, what am I doing in here? This is a science degree. So no, I'm not a scientist by any means. I actually have spent a lot of money on the research and development to find the right suppliers.
Yep.
Sampling. We were working with a lady in Sydney and she ended up not being a perfumer either. So you have to be really careful if you are looking to make a fragrance and develop it that you actually go straight to a perfumer.
Yes.
So once you find a perfumer, there's like companies that have perfumers in-house. There's probably like 4 top tier ones in Sydney or New South Wales. And then you give them a mood board. So like go on Pinterest, you kind of like figure out what the vibe and the aesthetic of a fragrance is and what you want it to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, had my 2 very different boards, date night and your everyday one, essentially.
And do you have benchmarks? Like, I love this element in this perfume, but this element in that.
Totally.
You blend them.
So I always said that I loved a rose, which is and blackcurrant. So when I was developing it, there was one fragrance in the market which was like a really blackcurrant-esque fragrance, and I ended up pitching that. And I said I really like rose, and they gave me one with both and spice.
Right.
So that's kind of how Twin Flame came about.
Yeah.
And then 24/7, I am actually. So I love the fragrance, do not get me wrong, but when you are developing a brand, you have to target like a range of the market, right?
Yeah.
So I was wanting to wear a rosy, really kind of edgy fragrance every day. People don't want to wear that every day. So my best friend Abby, we were sitting down and I had like 25 samples in front of me and I was like, can you help me pick one? I cannot pick one. We nailed it down to 3 and then we landed on 1.
Yeah.
So it was, that's kind of how we landed and started it. So
amazing.
Once you have the fragrance, you need a base.
Yes.
So that's the next part. But it's like, it's
amazing. What a process.
Yeah.
Well, let's move into in good taste. So I want to know your icons, your indulgences, and your inspiration.
This question.
Good. Yeah. So starting with icons.
Icons. Oh my God. Okay.
Alive or dead?
Oh, okay. So for my wedding, I am trying to channel. Her name is. She's from the 80s or the 90s. Jackie Ogu Onassis. So that is my like inspo, like my vibe for the wedding. I just think that like chic kind of old school vintage, like minimalist kind of is like everything. So that's my icon, my style icon at the moment. I mean, Hailey Bieber, like if you open Pinterest, athleisure, she's literally the pinnacle of athleisure in everything, her and Kendall.
Yeah.
So I always kind of look at them. In terms of day-to-day, I love looking at like the Scandi fashion.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm
like your
a
Garnies?
big fashion lover. no, there's an influencer, Louisa Bachman, who is from, I think she's from Copenhagen, but she's like very much into like the neutrals and the
love it.
And and then Icon Emma Grede.
Yes,
love her.
I was waiting for that.
Everything.
Okay,
she
good.
is everything.
Yes, she is. Indulgences, so little luxury that you can't give up.
Food.
I love it.
My weekends, I literally just like hang out with friends, and like I feel like, okay, in terms of like culture these days, and tell me what you think, but like I'm in my mid-20s. We don't really go clubbing. Like Sydney doesn't really have a clubbing scene. You go out, you drink nice wine, and you eat really good food. So
that's right. I was having this conversation with someone the other day, and I'm like, do I miss it? I don't know.
I do not miss it.
Let's get unfiltered.
Yeah.
Risk, vulnerability, and breakthroughs.
Okay.
As a young founder, how have you handled skepticism from traditional beauty circles?
I think so. Our biggest challenge has been education.
Yeah.
Because we are glass perfumists. Like, what is a perfume mist? Like, why are you adding? Like, so that has been probably my most criticized aspect of the business.
Interesting. Why? Because people aren't used to having mists in glass bottles?
Yeah. And like, what's a perfume mist? Like that's
right.
So it's like a new segment in fragrance. Like we're redefining the category of fragrance because like there's actually nothing else on shelf like us.
No, there's not. I mean, when I think of mist, I think of the Victoria's Secret mist that we used to buy when we were, 15, 16, our first perfumes.
Correct. And, maybe, and I've been so big on saying this I think a founder starts their journey and they have a really clear vision of who they are as a brand and like what it's going to look like. And I think the founders that absolutely kill it are the ones that change and then go from go and explore new categories. Like
you've got
Skims,
to.
like look at them. They started with bras and undies and now they're doing pajamas and like tracksuits and
collabs with Nike.
Correct.
You have to be agile, right? You have to keep up with consumer trends, otherwise you'll be left behind.
And it's expensive to educate. Education is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
Meta is not what it used to be.
No.
Like it's tough.
Yep.
And the retailers as well. Like we're having really exciting conversations with retailers at the moment and it's like, where do you fit on shelf and who are you? So that's been really difficult.
Yeah, you have to have really sharp targeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they say the consumer needs to see 11 times before they purchase.
Yes.
I mean, it just keeps
Consumer
going up.
Psychology. I know. It used to be 7, I swear.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like you need to prove yourself twice, once as a young founder and once as a female?
I had a really controversial conversation about this with myself and James.
So good.
I was like, okay, I'm going to talk you through how I'm going to answer these questions. And I said, I'm so lucky in terms of like, I've always worked under really strong, successful women.
Yeah.
I've worked with Samantha Brett from Naked Sundays. I've worked for Carla from Carla's and Patty. And they have both absolutely championed being a female entrepreneur, female founder. So I am blessed. And I think being in the beauty and fashion industry for the last 7-8 years, I have not really had any moments. I personally have been really lucky where I haven't felt,
I think it says a lot about having those female role models, though. It's so important. And even if, you're not running your own business, if it's just, in the workplace, to have those women to look up to makes the biggest difference.
Yeah.
So it's so good that you've been able to have those women in your life and to learn such valuable lessons from them.
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
And they're so successful in their own right.
Oh my God.
I mean, Carla was like, still is iconic, right?
She is absolutely iconic.
Yeah.
And she, I think as well for migration and kind of that people from like culturally diverse backgrounds.
Yeah.
She's just incredible.
I know. Incredible. Yeah, definitely. I mean, my grandmother, she's also Italian, and she migrated here when she was a teenager, and I went and saw this beautiful movie with her the other day, and Carla's daughter was in it. Yeah, she was talking about her mum's move to Australia and what she had to go through to experience the success and build the business that she did. So yeah it's incredible, really.
No. And I think also when you kind of go into this is a bit controversial as well, but I actually think we're quite lucky in terms of our generation.
Yeah.
Our the one, like our parents, our mums, they had it so hard.
I know.
They had to have a full-time, well, not had to, but a lot of them had full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And also had to run the household.
Definitely.
So like for us, like at home, I'd be like, hey, James, can you take out the bins? Can you help me with this? Can you help me?
Yeah.
And it's like no questions asked because our parents actually kind of made it normal.
Yeah, that's right. I know Tom's the same. He loves the ironing board. Every Sunday night, the iron will be out, and
I love it.
The shirts are all ready for his 5 days.
Yeah, I know, but like that's incredible. And
I know.
And I feel so blessed. And I actually said to my mum the other day, I had a really emotional conversation with her, and I said, "Thank you, for everything that you have done," because I feel blessed that
definitely,
our generation is able 100%. To.
Okay, let's play a quick round of the edit. What would you cut? What would you keep? And what would you create if you had the chance? So let's start with cut. It could be a bad habit. It could be an industry norm or a mindset that you'd love to cut out.
Cut. Oh, this is controversial.
No, just
fast fashion.
Yeah.
It's not actually do not. I'm like not big on fast fashion.
Yep.
I actually consciously tell myself not to walk into Zara.
Yes.
Day to day because I'm like, they don't last. You wash it twice and it's so
true.
Fast fashion, not a fan.
Keep something you'll never compromise on.
Oh, I'll never compromise on shopping. I'm just a shopper. Just love to feel good. And the gym, my gym memberships.
Oh,
like
good.
My Pilates, my whatever it is, wellness, like.
Great for the mind.
So good. It's so important.
It is. Create.
So it's a little bit in the wellness kind of exercise space.
Yeah.
But no one is doing it at the moment. And it may have something to do with hot Pilates. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. I say this now, but I really want to go into like something in terms of fitness. Do you know what it is? I think also when you start a business, you notice so many gaps and you're like, can someone do this? Can someone do that? I love this idea. I see so many opportunities in terms of tech around fragrance.
Definitely. Oh, like matching fragrance to you based on your personality.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've dabbled in that. There's some people that are doing it as well, but I think you know
what that reminds me of? Remember in Total Girl, all those little magazines we used to read, and it was those little quizzes that you do and you draw the line based on your preferences and it tells you like which boy you're going to marry or something.
Yes. And can I just say, print magazines are back.
Yeah, they are.
Do you know what? I'm so here for it.
I know.
Who doesn't want a Cosmo on their coffee table?
Oh, that's right. I know. Yeah, we got to get some Cosmos on here. And finally, for the record, if you could have anyone wear By Yuliya, who would it be?
Ooh. Who would I have wear By Yuliya? I mean, honestly, Em agreed.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like Em is like really like into her niche and high-end fragrances. So maybe we do a diffusion line for her. But in terms of like the muse for By Yuliya, we actually had, who did we have? We have like a lot of like the upcoming kind of like influencer-esque girls that are like playing around. I don't think I can pinpoint it down to one person. I think I just want everyone. I think I want it to be a household staple.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be on your vanity. I want it to be in your guest bathroom. I want it to be like there.
Yeah. Well, you have the perfume balms that could be in your bag.
That's
it. The little tester could be in your car. Definitely.
That's it.
Okay, great. And finally, what's the next frontier for you? Whether it's line extensions.
International expansion has found us. We didn't find international expansion, so that's on the...
Yes.
I have an amazing team, and we actually have one of our team members, Connor, who introduced us to a few international opportunities. So that's definitely in the works. But,
amazing.
You know, these retail partnerships take so long to kind of work on. Innovation is always on my mind. How can we innovate? How can we like redefine this category? So that's always on my mind.
Yeah.
We've got the fragrance balms, which are amazing.
I love them.
I'm really into clean fragrance.
Yes.
So if we can do a bit more with that would be ideal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. That was so much fun.
So
I hope
good.
you enjoyed your first podcast.
Thank you.
I know I did.
Thanks.